Okay, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach. I'm somebody who's dedicated to helping you go further, faster, with less effort. And welcome to another edition of Good Morning Millionaire. Now, give me a replay, gang, if you're watching a replay. I love to see who's tuning in, at different times. It was like, man, I missed it this morning. Let me catch up. So give me a replay, gang, and we're going to give you some special love. But if you are here tuning in live, of course, we got love for you as well. Good show for you to bring in. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Michelle? Yeah, what's up, Jess? Let's get it. Really good show for you to call your other entrepreneur friends to, because a lot of times we forget how we didn't learn none of this stuff in the household. We ain't learned none of this stuff in elementary school, middle school, high school. And I'm gonna tell you something real crazy. You get to college and go to business school, and your business school teacher didn't even have a business. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, Terrence? What's up, Chanel? Kay's in the house. That's what I'm talking about. And one category where that kind of like falls into place is this whole thing that we refer to as motivation. Yesterday we talked about motivation a little bit, and I've been kind of thinking about that a lot lately because of the fact that, emotional intelligence, that fifth level of emotional intelligence, is you being able to motivate yourself to do the things you know you need to do, right? That's the fifth level of emotional intelligence. That's the final level of emotional intelligence. The first level is being able to identify your emotions. The second level is being able to manage your emotions. The third level is being able to identify emotions in other people. The fourth level is being able to manage relationships. And then that fifth level is being able to manage the relationship with yourself. Being able to manage a relationship with yourself to the point where you're like, okay, let me make it so that I can win, even though I don't necessarily feel like doing this. You see what I said there? Feel like doing it. Isn't it interesting that a lot of times when you don't want to do something, you say, I don't feel like doing it. So it is emotional intelligence to be able to motivate yourself. You remember in the beginning, back when you first could see the change that you wanted to make and you could see it crystal clear. You remember that, right? You were excited about the new you that was right around the corner. Anybody remember how that felt? Motivation is an incredible thing. Seems a little naive now, right? Now that it's getting hard. And then what happens? You start to think to yourself, well, maybe I'm all right just the way I am, right? Nah, you was excited a minute ago. And I'm going to circle back to this later. When I have more time, when I have more energy. It's like, no, you could see it a minute ago. And now next thing you know, you're plodding along. You're on a treadmill instead of actually going somewhere. The end ain't in sight. All of a sudden, you ain't sure you'll actually be able to make it there. All of a sudden, you flat out tired of having to drag yourself along when you're not even sure if it's worth it anymore. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody ever felt themselves lose motivation? We all face this when it's time for us to try something new. Anytime you're doing anything outside your comfort zone, you're going to hit a wall. You're going to hit a plateau where you're putting in the same amount of effort, but all of a sudden you're not getting the same amount of results. But millionaires, getting through that wall doesn't have to feel like you're digging yourself out of prison with a spoon. And y'all ever saw Shawshank Redemption? Breaking through that wall does not have to feel like Shawshank Redemption, where you're digging yourself out of prison with a spoon. Millionaires, getting yourself motivated, doing something outside your comfort zone could feel like you're winning all the time. It could feel like you're winning a lot of the time anyway, even though getting to your goal might be a long way off. The key is to have these little small wins along the way. So what I wanted to do for you this morning is I want to give you 10 different kind of like small wins that can keep you motivated right when you feel like you're about to quit. Ain't that right, Mr. Ruffin? Right when you feel like you're about to quit. Ain't that right, Smitty? Ain't that right? Right when you feel like you're about to quit, I want you to be able to come through. I want you to be able to look at this list right there inside your power book. And I want you to be like, man, I'm going to pick one of these things. You ain't got to use all 10 of them. Yeah, Chanel. We all have. But check it out. I don't want you to think you got to use all 10 of these. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give you a couple that you can choose from. Every time I give you one that you feel, I want you to put it in the comments and then share this with an entrepreneur. Share this to a messenger group. Share this to a Facebook group. Let's get busy. Here's the first one, y'all. Take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah, Trina, we got you. We got you. Take it easy. What do I mean by take it easy? This is one that we would put under the category of productivity, okay? When I say take it easy, on this list of things that we know we need to get done, there's a spectrum of stuff that's really hard, and there's a spectrum of stuff that's really easy, right? What I'm saying for this one is focus on the really quick, easy stuff. It's going to give you motivation. Maybe it's a quick reply to an email, right? Maybe it's paying that bill that you've been procrastinating on. It does not matter. It does not matter. Take the 20 seconds and do it. And you just scored a win. Does that make sense? See, what you got to understand about this is that you got to look at yourself as more of an athlete. You got to look at yourself as more of a, I always say athletes are peak performance specialists. Okay. And at the point you start looking at athletes that way, and you notice how they treat each other after even the smallest wins, you'll understand maybe you're being a little hard on yourself. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. Yeah, Chanel, take it easy. Think about this, y'all. How many times have you noticed that a football player, when there's 100 yards on that field, will score a 2 or 3 yard gain, rip off his helmet, turn to the crowd, like, oh, the crowd is going crazy. It was 2 yards. It was 3 yards. And there are 100 yards between one touchdown and the other touchdown. You get what I mean? One end zone and the other end zone. But yet they celebrate the smallest stuff. I'm giving you a whole list of these small little 5-yard gains that add up to victory. Here's the second one I got for you. We're going to call this one, who you calling lazy? Who you calling lazy? Here's a way to stay motivated, y'all. Put this in your fitness category. Check it out. Everybody wants to be more fit. So take a step towards that goal and you get a win. I ain't saying you got to train for a marathon, right? I love Mrs. Allie Goins. She been getting busy lately. You know, she going to start posting on her Facebook or on her Twitter or on her Instagram every time she work out because she been getting busy and she's going to be an inspiration for all of us. Check this out, y'all. I'm talking about small incremental wins, not big insurmountable things. Even if you ain't going to go hard like Allie, maybe you just do something that's slightly taxing. Okay. Maybe you do something that don't even send you to the showers. Maybe you just do 5 push-ups, fellas. Maybe you do 20 body weight squats to break up the monotony between the phone calls you're making for your business. Maybe you do 20 sit-ups. They ain't going to kill you. That's barely going to hurt you. But next thing you know, you're able to give yourself a win. You're like, yo, here I am winning, baby. Check me out. Here's number 3. Your body is a temple. Here's a third win you can give yourself. Your body is a temple. When you are in the throes of that feeling, right? That melancholy feeling. When you're in the throes, the depths of fighting tooth and nail to keep yourself headed towards your goal, right? It's pretty easy to forget to make healthy choices. Plus, you end up using up most of your willpower just trying to stick to your goals. So saying no to that cookie is way harder because you used up all your willpower trying to, you know what I'm saying? Well, check it out. The third one is remembering your body is a temple. So get a healthy win by taking a break from the continual flow of caffeinated liquids. You know, maybe you don't do coffee. Maybe you do Red Bull, right? But check it out. Maybe you just have some regular old water. You know, the stuff that literally every cell in your body needs. That could be a win if you frame it the right way. Maybe you chug a full glass of water. Then you bask in the glory of doing something right for your body. How does that feel, y'all? That feels like a win. Here's number 4. Put your mind to it. Put your mind to it. The devil is a lie. Devil is a lie, Chanel. Here's number 4. Put your mind to it. Put your mind to it. Chanel, I'm so glad you're here this morning. We're going to try something different so we get different results. Here's number 4. Put your mind to it. Think about this one, because it can be really overwhelming trying to manage this ever increasing to-do list in your head. A lot of times, that's what leads to giving up. A lot of times, that's what leads to spinning your wheels on these unimportant tasks. Because at least you feel like you're doing something. You know what I mean? But the reality is, if you would just take a minute and give yourself a little break, if you would just take a minute and give yourself, your brain, a break, you can make an intentional choice about what to do next, and you'd be way better off than just mindlessly going from activity to activity. Because when you mindlessly go from activity to activity, let me tell you what happens a lot of times. You respond to what's most urgent. You respond to what somebody else is doing. You respond to that squeaky wheel. Yeah, I hear you. Squeaky wheel gets the oil, but sometimes you'd be better off fixing a flat tire. You know what I'm saying? Well, what you're doing with this one, when you realize you're putting your mind to it, is you're giving yourself a much needed break. You're giving yourself a much needed kind of like form of self-control, self-discipline. So maybe you stop what you're doing and you take 4 deep belly breaths, 5 deep belly breaths. Somebody write this in the comments. Inhale 4, exhale 6. It goes like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 4, exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale. Now, ain't nobody saying you're going to have the clarity of the Dalai Lama after that. But what I am saying is it'll give you an opportunity to objectively look at what you need to be doing, right? And decide whether you need to redirect some of that energy, redirect some of that effort, or just keep on plugging along. You hear what I'm saying to you? You hear what I'm saying to you? Here's number 5. Friends are forever. Number 5. Friends are forever. Yeah, Jessica, we feeling you. We feeling you. Intentful movement. She's just not Jesse Jackson, the word. I love that. Intentful. I love it. Yeah, we feel you. All right, here's number 5. Friends are forever. You know, we're going to put this under category of being social. Friends are forever. When we really hit the doldrums of trying to create some change, sometimes we feel isolated, y'all. Sometimes we feel a little bit lonely. They always be like it's lonely at the top and all of that. And I don't know if that's true. I think that's one of them things they say to losers to make them feel better. You know what I mean? It really ain't all that lonely because everybody loves a winner, but it can feel lonely climbing to the top, right? It can feel lonely when you start doing these markedly different things than everybody else around you. It feels lonely when you start in that business. Don't let it be a home-based business and you're the only one of your friends that decided to try it. You're the only one of your friends that had the heart, right? So what can we do? Because if we feel lonely and isolated, it makes it a little harder to keep on going. Here's what you can do. Go get an easy win that reminds you that you are not alone. Michael Jackson voice. Go smile at somebody, right? Ask them how their day is going. That'll remind you that you ain't on an island. That's a big win that we all need periodically. Check it out, y'all. I once heard it said that a smile is a curve that sets everything straight. A smile is a curve that sets everything straight. Maybe you go love on one of your friends. Maybe you go love on somebody you admire and tell them you admire. Maybe you go and love on somebody you admire by asking them a question and allowing them to pour some of their wisdom into you. Who don't like doing that? People be loving to pour love into people and value into people and their opinions into people and their wisdom into people, and they ain't even got no wisdom. Imagine how it feels to actually have something to share. Maybe you love on somebody in your social circle by doing just that. Here's number 6. You deserve a break today. You deserve a break today. Check it out, y'all. We're going to file this one under leisure, right? I remember when I was studying accelerated learning, one of the most powerful concepts that blew my mind is that you don't just study hours straight. You study 15, 20 minutes, and then you take a 5-minute break. You study 30 minutes, and then you take a 7-minute break. Millionaires, you deserve a break. Check this out. When you feel like you just want to quit, it just might be you need to. Not quit the whole thing, but you just might need a break, a chance to catch your breath, a chance to recharge your batteries. So take a break, because it's a win if it's intentional. Huh? Here's number 7. Blood is thicker than water. Blood is thicker than water. This is number 7. Easy wins, y'all. Easy wins that can keep you motivated. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times your family can suffer when you getting down to the brass tacks of what it takes for you to be great. It ain't good, but it's pretty normal to take them for granted. It's pretty normal to find yourself spending a lot of that energy on pushing through instead of showing them you appreciate them. So here's what you do. This is an intentional win for you. Send your mom a text. Send your dad a text. Send your spouse, your sibling, one of your children. Send them a text and let them just know, hey, I was just thinking about you. I hope you know I love you. You hear me? It's going to feel good. It's going to make them feel good. And guess what, baby? That's a win. That's a win. You hear me? Here's number 8. Remember this one by saying, we only get one earth. We only get one earth, right? Whether or not you're super concerned about the environment, maybe you think climate change is a hoax. We can still all agree that sustainability is a good thing, right? What I'm saying is you can claim a win just by finding something sitting around that can be recycled and put it in a recycling bin. That's a win. Here's number 9. Organize your environment, organize your life. Number 9, organize your environment, organize your life. We'll file this one under cleanliness. Somebody give me that. Organize your environment, organize your life, and then give me a share. Organize your environment, organize your life, and give me a share. Let's check it out. What do I mean by that? Millionaires, nobody wants to live in a pigsty. Nobody wants to work in a pigsty. People always tell you that a pretty good indication, let's say, of whether you're mentally organized is to look at where you live or look at where you work. You hear me? That might or may not be true, because I feel like I'm pretty organized. And a lot of times my car looks like I'm rolling around in a storage unit. Good thing I drive a big car, because man, you know what I mean? But here's what I am saying to you, right? Now that I'm done with that moment of transparency. Yeah, organize your environment, organize your life, and then give me a share. Appreciate the shares, y'all. Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not, but here's what I do know. When your workplace is messy, it adds an item to your already overwhelming list, even if it's just in the back of your head. You know, you open up your computer, you got all these tabs open. You know, that's slowing your computer down. Again, if y'all ever see me share my screen, I'll have 49 tabs open. No bull, I got probably 52 tabs open right now. But check it out. If you cleanse yourself of that burden by cleaning up your environment, you're going to instantly feel like you won something. You're going to instantly feel like you have more control over things. You're going to instantly feel like you have more power to pursue your goals. Isn't that interesting? The last one I got for you, y'all. I hope this was helpful. We're going to call this the wild card. We're going to call this one wild card. Why? Why? Why are we calling this wild card? Because this one is specific to you and the kind of work you're doing. Ask yourself the following, right? First, ask yourself, what do you need to do to get it done by tomorrow and keep you moving towards your goal, right? That's the first one. We're talking about wild card. Ask yourself that. What do you need to get done tomorrow to keep moving towards your goal? This is a cool question to ask yourself at night. Second, what's the next thing you can do today to set yourself up to succeed tomorrow? Reason we're going to call this wild card is because it depends on you and what you're trying to accomplish. But the first one is, what do you need to get done tomorrow? You see how it don't put pressure on you today, but you're already getting a head start on the next day? It's like, what do you need to get done tomorrow, right? That'll keep you moving. But then the next one is, what can I do today to set tomorrow up? I hope this was helpful. Good, Ali. Yeah, good, Hadassah. Yeah. Good, I'm glad. So next time sticking to your goals feels a little difficult, millionaires, like you walking through quicksand or something, just pick an easy win and make it happen. Let yourself enjoy some success every now and then, right? Stop framing it like success don't happen until you hit the mountaintop. You can enjoy the journey, right? Instead of looking at the path to your goal like it's this long pilgrimage through the desert, maybe you look at it as a huge single elimination tournament. What do I mean? You need hundreds of wins, y'all, to get to the championship. You need hundreds of wins to get to your ultimate goal. Does that make sense to you? As you work your way through the bracket, you can celebrate each one of those wins. You can make the journey fun instead of making it such a huge, daunting chore. You can do this. So set up your bracket. Give yourself a bunch of these smaller tasks you can use when you need it. That's right, Mark. Appreciate that, bro. And then get your momentum going, right? Then you get back to it, right? Then you can win the next one. Do that and the bracket will fall away, y'all. Before you know it, you're hoisting up that trophy. You're showing everybody what greatness looks like. You're becoming an example, not a warning. And you're going to be ready to do it again with your next goal. I hope this was helpful, right? Yeah, good, Allie. It's because you a fall personality, girl. All right, it's affirmation time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Even though I know plenty of fall personalities that don't do that, but I love it. Everybody turning their homework from the last Kaizen Academy? Hope you did. We are finishing up our series on closing for part-time businesses. We're going to go through some level 4 closes, some level 5 closes, some level 3 closes. All right. You're going to love this Kaizen Academy right here. I'm going to teach you some closes that are so powerful, you can give them to brand new teammates. And even though they don't know how it works, they're going to find themselves closing people. And they're just going to be, man, this is fun. Like, everybody just treats me so nice. Like, nah, you, my friend, are using magic tricks. All right, call in right now. Repeat after me, millionaires. Let's say it like you mean it. We always start with the 2 most powerful yet shortest words in the whole English language. Of course, I'm talking about I am. Whatever you say after I am is a command to the 73 trillion cells in your body. You know what I'm saying to you? Oh, it's powerful. It's powerful. I'm living proof it's powerful. I was just homeless a few years ago. And every morning, I've been saying the same exact affirmations for years. Every morning for years, I've been saying the same exact affirmations, just watching as they come true and just tripping. Oh, it gets trippy, boy. But just try it, even if you never tried it before. Call in right now. And if your phone line tries to charge you, just text call me to the same exact number, 667-776-9461. Repeat after me. Let's get it. I am so happy.